Thank you. Well, good morning. Thank you for being here. Dean Sam, ladies, thanks for that nice introduction. Students, faculty, it's an honor to be here with you today. And what we'd like to talk to you about is you. We're going to tell you our story. We're going to tell you a few other stories. But the key of what we'd like to share with you is for you to have a big dream. How many of you, just so that I could understand, may want to, when you get out of here and graduate, accomplish something big, something huge, maybe even something that could change your industry or change the world? How many don't? just neat. Okay, so I'm an undergraduate student here at Notre Dame. I'm undergraduate. I'm a graduate student. I'm from Boston College, and I can't bear to see Notre Dame beat us next weekend. Huh? All right. Well, thanks a lot for being here. Let's see. I think when I graduate from college, I'm going to go work for a company for 30 years and get a gold watch when I retire. That's probably going to be my life. Okay. I think when I graduate from college, I want to go work for somebody else. I think when I graduate from college, when I get out of University of Notre Dame, I want to own my own business. I didn't raise my hand yet. Okay, who didn't raise their hand yet? Anybody? Good. What we like to talk about is how to accomplish something big, how to make a big dream come true. I'm going to do a lot of the talking initially. In our home, just so you know, Vera's the boss. And Vera does 90% of the talking. And Vera is always right, no matter how wrong I think she is. In our business, I'm a little bit more sales and marketing. She's a little bit more finance and accounting. Vera's going to come back in a few moments, though, and share with us some of the insights about what we've learned. What does it take to accomplish something big, something huge in your life? Because I think, after having been out of college for 30 years, I am convinced that preparation and perspiration, in other words, hard work by itself, is nothing. The world that I know, the world I've worked in for 30 years, is filled with bright, capable, competent students who studied hard in high school, valedictorian, salutatorian, auditorium, I don't know. And they went on to college and they did amazing things. They went into schools I couldn't have got into on a bad bet. And they graduated from those schools with amazing honors, amazing accomplishments, and an amazing resume. And yet, they went on to do amazingly average things. Amazingly average. And so what is the difference between those that move on to do amazingly average things and those who move on to be amazingly successful and truly, in fact, change the world? And I believe preparation is very important. You're doing a great job of it. I believe perspiration, hard work, is very important. But I think the thing that separates the wildly successful from the amazingly average is inspiration. Sometimes when I talk about the minutes of your life and the moments in your life. The minutes of your life are those hundreds of minutes every day, every week, every month, throughout the years that you work hard to prepare. That you work hard to get the grades, to get the graduation, to get the job. Those are the minutes in your life. The moments in your life are those 15 seconds each of you may have. And the stories I'm about to tell you are about people who did have them that radically transformed them forever and took them into careers they never thought they would go into, took them onto paths they never thought they would be on. And by the way, it's okay. It's okay to want to do amazingly great things and even make an amazing amount of money. How many of you would say, I want to make a whole lot of money? That's good. It's okay. We're a Catholic Christian college here. So we believe in the Bible. And in the Bible, we're told as Christians, we're given a wonderful gift. We're given wonderful gifts, the fruits of the Spirit. And one of those gifts that we're given, some of us, is the gift of giving. And I believe you can't get the gift of giving without the gift of getting. and so I think God has a plan for each of you and all of you, and for some of you it might actually be getting a whole lot so you can give a whole lot back. Preparation, perspiration, inspiration. Let me tell you about a story about a fellow that was very well prepared for a day in his life that would change his world and your world forever. As a young man in the 1920s and in the 1930s, he was a Dixie cup salesman. You know those paper cups, Dixie cups, they're still in business today. And back then, for those of you that aren't aware, there weren't chains of restaurants the way there are today. They were starting to emerge slowly, some chains. A&W was an early chain that started to emerge at the time. Slightly later, KFC. And this man spent more than a decade selling Dixie cups to restaurants. Big restaurants, small restaurants, chains of restaurants, newly franchising a new concept in our emerging economy. And then he went on to sell what's called multi-mix machines. This is a machine that has 5 spindles on it. You don't see them anymore today because they've come up with a better way of making a shake. But back in the day, in fact, when I worked at McDonald's, I had a job at McDonald's for a while, we actually used this machine, and you slip a cup up in each one of those little blenders, and each one of these machines can make 5 milkshakes at a time. And he sold milkshake machines to restaurants. And one day he received an order from a restaurant in Southern California for 8 of these machines. 8 machines that each make 5 milkshakes at a time. And he thought to himself, he had never even received more than 2 ever from a restaurant. And now here's a restaurant that needed 8 Mixmaster machines. He said to himself, I've got to go see what kind of a little restaurant, what kind of a little hamburger stand needs 8 multi-Mixmaster machines. And so one day he drove from his home in Illinois to Southern California. And he pulled into the parking lot at about 10:30 of this little hamburger stand that needed 8 multi-Mixmaster machines. And he was prepared. His hard work as a Dixie cup salesman, his hard work as a multi-Mixmaster machine salesman, prepared him in his eyes and his mind to see something that none of those other people that day would see. That day was an amazing day for him. At about 11:30, children and parents started lining up in the window. Long lines of children, long lines of parents ordering untold numbers of hamburgers, French fries, and milkshakes. And at about 2:30, the action slowed down. But Ray Kroc was prepared. Ray Kroc, maybe a name none of you know, maybe some of you know, went into the hamburger stand and asked to see the owners. The owners were the McDonald's brothers. Even the McDonald's brothers didn't know what they had. Even they didn't know what they had. And so over a very short period of time, Ray Kroc understood what they had. Ray Kroc understood what was coming on in the world of franchising, what was coming on in the world of interstates and freeways being developed, and what people were looking for in convenience and fast foods. And Ray Kroc agreed to give each of those brothers $1 million. And he bought the rights to expand McDonald's throughout the world. Went back to Des Plaines, Illinois, and he built, not the McDonald's brothers, he built the McDonald's Corporation that we knew today. It was his preparation, surely, and his perspiration over the years that prepared him. But it was that moment in time, those 3 hours in the parking lot at the McDonald's, that changed his life forever. And it was the inspiration It was the inspiration that caused him to become, and caused McDonald's to become, the organization each of you and all of us know today. Preparation, perspiration, and inspiration.